dropped it.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. And he finds Julius Thomas. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand.
Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Another tough one there for Blake Bortles, partner. 2015, led the league in fumbles as a quarterback, right? Had 14 of them. But you just expect that to get better with experience in the league and, of course, better support from his offensive line. In this case, though, he kind of reverted back to that year.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He was a third-round pick, not rounds 1 or 2, but this franchise, they think he can be something with time.
There were a few teams that thought he would go in the first round, late in the first round. He ends up sliding to the third. So a lot of teams think now maybe this group got a steal. They've got a chance to have a really good player here if he can develop.
And you take a look at this draft class from the season. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The Jags' new signee from Denver, Malik Jackson, in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on third down after that sack. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They do, however, have a tough third and long coming up. One back is Lacey. On third and long, it's Rodgers. Backing up, all kinds of time. Wide open receiver complete. A very solid gain of 27. And you give him that much time to throw, especially on third down, he's going to pick you apart.
You've got to increase your urgency. Even if you don't blitz or bring extra people on the pass rush, the guys going after him, they've got to get home. Otherwise, exactly as you described, he picks you apart and picks up yet another first down.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Now Rodgers will handle Lacey. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
He's got time in the pocket. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Throwing is Bortles. This is Yeldon on the dump off. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So 3rd and 5, 3rd and medium here. Again, it's Bortles. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here we go. Green 90.
On first down, Bortles. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. They'll come out in the pistol. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. This will be caught at about the 6. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. T.J. Yeldon from 6 yards away. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
319.
Rodgers now on first down. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. On first down, Rodgers. He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Okay, so Larry apparently giving us the silent treatment all of a sudden, and we're going to skip ahead to quarter number 3. Now the return, Rashad Green. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
Following the penalty now, Lacey. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Say what you want about Eddie Lacy. He is really important to his team, and right now they're holding him down well below his normal yardage total, and his team's losing the game.
And we talk about it so often, how tough he is to bring down, but they found a way to do it.
Yeah, I think gang tackling, getting a lot of people to him, that's the key to everything. Not many guys can take him down one-on-one consistently.
They run it again with Lacey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Deep drop. Still back there. Going up top. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. Green to bring it back. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Yeldon. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. On second down, here's Yeldon. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
And when you're trying to set up a counter play, that's what a lot of people call an influence play. You're really hoping those defensive linemen are really agile that day. If they stayed out late the night before the game, they're not moving as fast, it's a lousy call because that means they're just going to sit in the hole that you have to create just by the movement of your offensive line.
And there they got the ball to the outer third of the field, but tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, things get stacked up in there if they don't move as well as you want them to, and probably just trying to escape and couldn't get away. And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Green 90. Green 90.
On second down, here's Bortles. And that is incomplete. The tight end, Julius Thomas, the intended target. And it's third and short. But pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play? While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
And Myers able to knock it through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will be a touchback, so a first chance here in week 1 to see the ball be brought out with the new rule to the 25-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll try to get the offense going with Lacey. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
319.
Rodgers to throw on second down. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Rodgers now on first down. And complete right side to Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Throwing is Rodgers. And brought in by the tight end Cook. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Jeff Janis, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
On second down, Lacey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Back to throw. Surveying the field. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And Crosby puts it through, and we are all tied here in the final stages. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And back out onto the field comes the Packers defense. They're working here with a tie game. The question here I like to ask is, how aggressive do you play this defensively?
You just want to make sure that you don't give up the play that beats you. I mean, it's that's really your line of aggressiveness. Play it straight, make sure tackles, do what you have to do, but don't give up something big that all of a sudden you look at the scoreboard and say, we blew a golden opportunity.
I wouldn't mind OT. I wouldn't complain.
I wouldn't complain either. Just make sure you call the producer and tell him to cancel our table for dinner tonight.
Will do. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 16 on the pickup, and the Jags are going to have a first down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Bortles. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Bortles going to throw. Over the middle, it's Thomas. Now the Packers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Bortles going to give to Yeldon. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They'll try and run for it with Yeldon. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do is...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. An extra defensive back in the game here on 3rd and goal. Now Bortles. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Here comes Cobb. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. 1 possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now they're in the hurry-up. And he'll stop the clock with 5 seconds to go there on the spike. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
319.
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty.
The players on your team earned and quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game.